Hey, what is up guys? GuitarRock here, welcome back to another Zenless Zone Zero video. Alright, today's video we're going to talk about the basically relics, artifacts, or in this game is called disk drives. Alright, if you guys are not aware, the best way to basically get a bunch of disk drives, you can either roll for them or you can basically farm them, alright, using your stamina or using your battery in this game, right? So opposite of your video store right here, you can go to this particular shop called Bardic Needle. Now, ideally, what you want to do is you should be farming, if you are 35 and above, you should be starting to push into farming for these disk drives, right? So remember, disk drives is going to be the relics or artifacts of this game. I'm going to call it disk drives. Now, as you can see, there's multiple different variants, right? So there's chaotic metal, which increase ether damage and stuff. And then depending on which one you want or you need, you are going to try to farm this one. For me, I have right now I'm currently farming for Alan Joe. Alright, so Alan Joe has the polar metal. There's a bit of mixture right here between people debating whether polar metal is going to be better for Alan Joe or the other one is going to be this particular one. Wait, not that one, but the Puffer Electro, because the 4-piece for this is also going to be pretty good. As you can see, ultimate damage increased by 20%, you know, and then you are going to be able to do all of this stuff. So this one is going to be, you know, improving your ultimate damage overall, but Ellen Jo does have a lot of ice damage, ties, you know, basically tied to her skill and also her, you know, basic attack and chain attack and stuff, right? So there's more to it than just ultimate, so I'm just going to go for polar metal for now. And also Sokaku can benefit from this particular one as well, anomaly proficiency. Now obviously the attack percent is also going to be good for Sokaku because you want more attack so that you can transfer the attack between her to the other character. So that's something that I'll definitely farm as we go. But you can see every time you go here, alright, you will consume 60 stamina. Now 60 stamina is going to give you the ability to farm this, all of this. There's a 5-star, there's a chance to obtain the S rank one, not 5-star but S rank. And then there's also this thing called the ether plating agent. Now, so this is where the system in this game is going to be a little bit different compared to maybe Genshin or Honkai Star Rail if you guys are familiar with, right? So in this game, in Zenless Zone Zero, there's one additional thing that is being used to power up those things, right? That's going to be the ether plating thing. So let me show you guys, right? So for example, if I am powering up my disk drives, I'm enhancing them, alright? As always, you get 4 stats, right? So every time you increase them to +3, +6, +9, +12, or +15, you get 1 additional stats goes into it, similar to Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail works. So let me show you guys. As you can see, to level up or to upgrade your drive, you will need a separate material called these particular things, right? The plate thing. Alright, let me just show you guys, alright, how this works. If I get it to +3, and then you can see I'm going to upgrade. Zoop. So now I get more anomaly proficiency. Alright, not bad. So let's see if I can get the attack percent. So go to +6. So remember, it's every +3, right? If I'm stopped at +5, I don't get anything. But if I go up to +6, let's see, it's gonna go into defense percent, which is not what I want. So that kind of sucks. So let's go for the next one at +9. So can I get something here? HP flat. Alright, I want to go to the attack percent, but that's a little bit unfortunate. So not sure if I want to go on with this thing. So there comes the issue of this particular system, because you need a separate material which might require you to farm those things later on. Now, you are able to get some of these ether plating agent right here by farming the disk drives, but they don't give you enough. They barely give you enough. You get like very little, very minimal. So as you can see, that means you will sometimes have to rely on spending your stamina in this other place, right here in the basic material. As you can see, let me bring you guys to the HIA club to farm for these ether plating agents. You can see right here, right? So specifically right here, this is going to give you a chance to farm for these things, right? To increase the chance to get these things, all right, to power up your relics. So if you guys play Wuthering Waves, you know where I'm coming from with this. Wuthering Waves has something very similar as well. So basically you got echoes, all right? You can farm for echoes, but you cannot use echoes to fit other echoes, right? You have to use a separate level up material, and then after that you have to use another different material to basically get the substat. So I would say like this system right here can be a little bit more finicky or more cumbersome compared to how it's done in Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail. Now that's just what I think, right? Obviously, late game wise, it's hard to say for sure. Now one more thing also is the investment early on, right? So because you need this currency, so let's show you guys again. If I go into upgrading the disk drives that I have, again, let's go to Sokaku again, equipment. So let me upgrade this one, enhance. So notice I can only use these things. I cannot use other disk drives to basically upgrade my disk drives, right? So what happens now? So that means if I get a bad one, so for example, let's get this, right? Let's get this up. So let's see if the fourth stat is anomaly proficiency, then I can keep this. If not, this one sucks. Oh, crit rate percent. Okay, maybe it's not that good, right? So what happens now? What happens to all of these drives that are upgraded to +3, +4, +5, +6? What should I do with them? What should you do with them, right? So now you can basically dismantle them. All right, you can go to the Bardic Needle. Where is that place? Let me see if I can go there. Bardic Needle right here, music store in 6th Street. You can go there and dismantle them. Fortunately, you do get back some plating agents and some of this currency here, which I think this is a new thing altogether. So for example, some of these you can just dismantle them. Alright, you're gonna get the audio booster master copy. Alright, and also some of these, the plating agent, which is what you want. Alright, the plating agent is what you want to level up more these drives, right? So as you can see, I can sacrifice some of these to basically do that. Which is the one that I have? Okay, for example, this one. So you can see if I were to dismantle this right here, I do get back some of this ether plating agent. You don't get back 1-to-1 as far as I know. Right now this is +6. I definitely consume more than that. So what's good about this system here is you do basically dismantle this and it gives you one extra currency, which is this thing, right? The noise reduction master copy. So those things can be used to basically tune and give you chance to like gacha for more relics. So you can basically change right here. So let's say I want to have a high chance to get the ice one, polar metal. Alright, and then I come here and gacha. Okay, so let me see. So it's like more gacha mechanics, I guess, for you to be able to obtain a specific echo that you want every time you dismantle them, which is cool and all, but yeah, it's kind of a weird one, right? So as you can see, I got all of the polar metal, right? Now the thing is, this thing has different rarity as well. As you can see, these are the blue ones, and then there's the intermediate tuning, which is the purple ones, and then there's one advanced one which is still locked for me, but that's going to be where you want to probably do it later for the S rank ones. So let me see, I'm going to select again. I'm going to try for the polar metal, which is the ice damage one. Alright, let's try and tune this and give me something good. So this is how you can basically take advantage of the bad disk drives that you obtain. Okay, there's a chance to get yellow ones. So this one has crit rate percent, not bad crit rate percent. And then this one penetration ratio percent, which is also decent. But ideally you want for the 5th slot, if I'm not mistaken, the 5th slot gives you the damage percent bonus as well. So here, this is the chart made by a fellow redditor, Lunalian Ray, big shout out. So you can see right here, ideally the first 3 slot is a fixed flat state, right? So this one, the main stat is always going to be HP. The second slot always going to be attack. The third slot always going to be defense. So let's show you guys, right? What I'm talking about is so how you want to proceed with building your characters, ideally, especially the DPS character, right? Very, very important. So the first slot, as you can see, the flat HP is going to be fixed. Nothing you can do about it, right? So slot 1 is always going to be that. Slot 2 is always going to be flat attack. Alright. So slot 3 is always going to be defense flat. Nothing you can change with that, right? But slot 4, which is this one, alright, this one is going to be slot 4, as you can see. This one, you ideally want crit rate percent or crit damage percent. As you can see, you can get crit rate percent or crit damage percent as the main stat. Now for DPS, of course, right? If it's for support, maybe you can go for anomaly proficiency or attack percent or HP percent, depending on what. But for Alan Joe, ideally, the 4th slot, crit rate percent or crit damage percent. Usually you want to go with crit damage percent, and crit rate you want to try to get from substat, right? And then for the 5th one, the 5th slot, this one is a bit complex. Now this one you can either go for the penetration ratio, which is I think easier to obtain, alright, or if you can, you want to get the elemental damage bonus. Now Alan Joe is an ice elemental attacker, so you want to get ice elemental damage bonus, but as you can see, getting the right main stat is going to be a big nightmare. Alright, if you guys farm echoes in Wuthering Waves, you guys know what I'm talking about. Alright, so that's going to be something that's hard. I guess I'll stick to penetration ratio for now. It is penetration ratio is like a defense ignore. It's okay, it's not the best one. You still ideally want the damage bonus, the elemental damage bonus, either be ice, fire, electric, or whatever that your element of that character is. But penetration ratio is not too far behind. Now as for the 6th slot, you can see you can either go for attack percent, anomaly plus 30%, energy regen percent, or impact percent. I prefer my DPS to have attack percent, alright? So usually, or energy regen, depending on which one you think matters more. I feel like attack percent matters more for a damage dealer. Energy regen maybe for someone who is like a stun character, or you know, like a support, right? Or stun character might prefer impact percent depending on how you build them. But yeah, for me, attack percent, ice damage percent bonus on slot 5, and then on slot 4 go for crit rate percent and crit damage percent for Alan Joe. That's going to make the most sense. And as you can see, substat is going to be divided even more, right? Obviously for Alan Joe, any DPS that you're building, you want crit rate percent and crit damage percent, and preferably attack percent as well on your damage dealers, so that's going to give them a bunch of damage. So anomaly proficiency, if you guys are not aware, is how fast you can apply that debuff thing to the enemy, right? Like freeze and stuff. So that is going to be much more useful for support usually, rather than your main DPS. So yeah, that's going to be the basic guide of this particular system. You know, I feel like it's a little bit different. What do you guys think? Overall, the concept of this music store right now, you can dismantle. I am aware that there's that system there as well that you can take advantage of. But yeah, definitely this is something that I think, you know, you can definitely consider mixing early on. You might want to consider mixing a little bit of the A rank with S rank. Unless you can get plenty of S rank, then that's going to be cool. But either way, I see an ice damage bonus. I might consider keeping this actually, at least for the A rank one, right? This one is going to be quite rare, so I would consider keeping that first because it's not going to be easy to get those things. But yeah, with that being said, that's going to be it for this video. Make sure you guys subscribe, give this video a like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. Goodbye.